The thing that I was missing the most in my old fast life was connection. Now, I thought I had that, but I was actually looking for it in all the wrong places. Drugs, sex, cars, material things that actually didn't mean anything, but I thought that's what I wanted. That would make me feel important and connected to the people around me. But you can't feel connected to the people around you if you're not actually connected to yourself. So what I needed to do was to start a self-practice and connect to my higher self. Now, that is a spiritual practice, though I didn't know it at the time, but I did feel disconnected, and that's why I did so much drugs, because I wanted to find some way to feel connected or to numb out the pain I had in me to not feeling connected to myself and the people around me. So what I did to remedy that was to start actually creating a way to connect to my higher self and practice to be a more centered and well-rounded human being and to push away all the things that were leaving me feeling empty. I felt empty because the old things I was doing to try to feel connected weren't working anymore. When your higher self is ready, you'll hear the call and you'll want to make some changes. And if you're ready to make those changes, your intuition is going to guide you into the path that's going to help you along the way, because that's how it happened to me. Now, this week I found out another one of my friends I grew up with passed away. That would be the 6th close friend of mine that I grew up with that died from violence, drugs, or the street life. You know, it's going to get you one way or another if you're not actually connected to yourself and follow your intuition to get out. Spirituality, your higher self, all these things might not make much sense. We can also call it intuition. There's something inside of you that's going to pull you along your path in life to find the route that you need to go to save your own life or to find better things. Mine saved my own life. My intuition said, you need to leave this lifestyle, you need to get out, you need to do bigger, better things, and you need to help people. And I didn't know where that came from, but it felt like it was coming from here, it was coming from here, it was get out. So what I did was, I changed my life drastically. I followed what my intuition was saying, and I decided to leave and start practicing things like yoga, meditation, eating healthy, go out in nature, take walks, read books, and take a humongous shift because that's actually just what felt right. And what I found out later, all the things I was doing was creating a self-practice. Now, a self-practice doesn't have to be doing yoga every day. A self-practice to me just means investing in yourself to make yourself better, more happy, consistently, and that's actually building yourself up. Starting a self-practice is investing in you, and that'll then ripple out further to help you build more of a spiritual sense of yourself. Because that's what spirituality is anyways, is investing in yourself, becoming a happier, more content human being, and then being connected to more things everywhere around you. The more you're connected to yourself, the more you're then going to be able to connect deeper to everyone else in your life. And that's where the depression and the yearning came from, not being connected. So starting a self-practice is going to help you be connected. A big part of connecting to my higher self was purification and simplification. That was cutting out things that were in my life that were causing toxicity. That's toxic people, toxic substances, and toxic patterns. All of those had to go for me to feel pure and me to then be connected to my higher self. And once you purify, your intuition will be boosted. You know when people say, be all high vibe, that kind of hippie overblown statement? It's true though, there's higher frequencies, higher vibrations. And when you purify yourself and through social, mental, physical purification, you're actually going to be able to pick up on higher energies and feel better about yourself. Do you ever feel people and you're around them and you just feel better around them? They're high vibe. Maybe they've gotten through some of these things and you just feel good around them. That's being high vibe. So when you clean yourself out, purify, simplify, you'll become higher vibration. It's not just hippie stuff. This is real. Now, sharpening your intuition is an important process in this because you know that gut feeling you have that you need to go a certain way, don't go down that alley, go down this road. That's actually intuition that's showing you the way. So it's knowing without actually being shown. And that comes from within. And that's an important thing to know where you want to go in life and where you don't want to go in life. And this comes from connecting to your higher self. Your higher self is going to show you the way. And it saved my ass many, many times. I reference spiritual practices many times, but it doesn't have to be all in white robes. Anything that you love that helps you connect to your higher self can be a spiritual practice. I think kickboxing and deadlifts are a spiritual practice for me because when I come out, I feel aligned, I feel sharp, I feel connected, and I make better decisions. That's a spiritual practice. That's putting me in alignment for where I want to go. And going on a drinking bender isn't a spiritual practice for me because when I'm hungover, I don't feel connected to God. I don't feel like I'm on the right path. So figure out what works for you. There's some behaviors that have different frequencies about them. You decide. Listen to your spirit and follow your intuition and connect to your higher self. I can't stress enough how important this is and how much this is a fundamental change for me that provided the keys to a new lifestyle. It's important. So connect to your spirit and listen to your intuition. And while you're there, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Aren, and this is The Full Reset. These are tips on how to start your life over. Peace.